Hello Year 2 and welcome to Wednesday's maths lesson, and today we will be looking at sorting 2D shapes. Before we begin, let's remind ourselves of these shapes. So question 1 says, which shape is a triangle? So we've got 3 shapes there. Hopefully you can spot which one's a triangle. Have a think. Hopefully you thought that it was that one. Now remember, we can always spot a triangle because it's got 3 sides and 3 vertices. So question 2, which shape is a square? How can we recognise a square? Hopefully you were able to tell that that shape is our square. Now we've got 2 shapes there with 4 sides and 4 vertices, but the square, all the sides are the same length, so that's how we can see a square. So question 3, how many sides does a square have? You can quickly count them up if you want to. There we go. Hopefully you could see that there were 4 sides. And in this smiley face picture here, how many circles can you see? I can see 3. So we've got the large circle to show us the face, and then we've got 2 smaller circles to show us the eyes. So that's 3 in total. So when we are sorting our shapes, we need to think about what's the same and what is different. So for example, this shape here, I would like you to have a think about how it's different to this shape here. Hopefully you can see that this shape has 1, 2, 3, 4 sides and is a rectangle, and this shape just has the one side, so that is a circle. Now this time I'd like you to have a think about how this shape and this shape are similar. How are they the same? In some ways they're different. We can see that they look a bit different, but also they have similarities. So these are the same because they've both got 3 sides and 3 corners and are in fact triangles. So we can also sort shapes out by the colour. So for example, we might have a red group and a blue group. So we'll sort all of the red shapes into the red and all of the blue shapes into the blue. We might sort shapes out into the different kinds of shapes. So for example, I would like you to have a think about what that group would be called and what we would call this group. So hopefully you can see that in the first one we've got all circles, and in the second one we've got all squares. So we sorted them into circle groups and square groups. So same again, have a think about what is the similarities between the shapes that are being grouped. So how have we sorted these shapes out? Hopefully you can tell triangles and rectangles. So you can have a go now at question 1, 2 and 3 if you're ready to. If not, watch to the end of the video and then you can have a go. So sorting rule, this time we're counting the number of vertices. So remember, that's a fancy word for corners. But we call them vertices because, for example, on this shape, although that's not a corner of the shape because it's not sticking out, it is a vertice because it's the line where, it's the point where 2 sides meet. So let's order these from the fewest amount of vertices to the most amount of vertices. So we've got this shape first, which of course has 3. And that one which has the most, let's count up. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So that's got 10 sides and 10 vertices. That's got 4 vertices. That's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 vertices. And this one has got 6 vertices. And remember, if a shape has 6 vertices, it's going to have 6 sides. If a shape's going to have 4 vertices, it's going to have 4 sides. So we can also, this time, using the amount of vertices, sort them into odd amount of vertices or an even amount of vertices. So for example, a triangle has 3 vertices. Now you need to think, is 3 an odd number or an even number? Remember, we can tell a number is even if it ends in a number from the 2 times table, or is a number in the 2 times table. So 2, 4, 6, 8 or 0. And that means that the number is even. So let's have a look. We've got a square. Now a square has 4 vertices, so that is an even amount of vertices. And this shape has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 vertices, so that must be an odd number because 5, the number 5, does not come in the 2 times tables. How about the next shape? See if you can work this one out. How many vertices has it got? Is that an odd amount or an even amount? Now this one's got 6, so that is an even number. And we spoke about a triangle earlier, so a triangle has 3 vertices, so that will go over into the odd because that's not a part of the 2 times tables. Okay, so you can now finish off your worksheet or begin and finish your worksheet. Make sure that you are having a look at the similarities and the differences between the shapes and sorting them out into their groups. Okay, good luck everyone.